Hey, my loves, welcome back to my space. It's Lady G here. Thank you for stopping by. So, in the previous video, we talked about why it's not such a bad idea for you to venture into content creating, starting a YouTube channel. We highlighted it. If you haven't done that already, check it out and see some of the reasons why, valid reasons actually, why you should start your YouTube channel, right? So, in today's video, we're going to be chit chatting on some of the challenges you tend to face as a content creator or a YouTube channel. So one of the first, the camera shy, and you don't want to stand in front of the camera. You don't want people to see your face. You dislike the idea of just standing and talking to yourself. One challenge that at some point every content creator, every YouTuber has at the initial stage. But as you proceed, you will come to realize that it's not as serious as it feels in the initial stage. Yes, you feel better at it, you get better doing it, and you no longer feel that tension that you get to feel when you initially started out. With time, you overcome it. Or better still, if you still feel that you cannot really stand in front of the camera and be talking to yourself, you can start a faceless channel. There are a lot of people that are cashing out, just being faceless, creating content that people can enjoy, that adds value to people's life without having to put on their face out there for people to see. That being said, you know that it can be taken care of by either making it a faceless channel or you keep practicing until you get better at it. The more you practice constantly, you will see that you get better at it, you build up your confidence, and then camera becomes like your go-to place. You don't feel anyhow when you stand in front of the camera. So I think it's about time you start out, get that content rolling. Another understandably valid point as to why people feel uneasy to start off on content creation. They feel blank or clueless on the type of videos or content to create, right? It happens to everyone at a point. Even the big YouTubers, the big shot YouTubers face that kind of blankness at some point in their journey of content creating. Yes, that happens. However, it's not something that you cannot take care of because a lot of these big shots have encountered that and they have somehow overcome that particular feeling. Now, really, when you move around and then you see people talking about you niche down everywhere, big shots are talking about you niching down on particular sector of the content create platform. People will say you niche down. If it is entertainment, let it be entertainment. If it's education, let it be education. If it is faith based, let it be faith based. And then you stand there getting confused, like what am I really good at doing? What can I do better? How can I push this thing forward and people will actually receive it and accept it? You see, we all undergo that. But the important thing is that my advice, right, is that have the motivation to start out. That's number one. Number two, when starting out, our advice that don't restrict yourself, don't insist on restricting yourself to a particular niche. Because at that point, you don't know what you're good at, number one. Number two, you may have a lot of other options and ideas that will work on, but that is not really the important point here because in content creating you would most likely want to do what your audience prefer to consume from you, right? If that makes sense. Okay, so when you start out, don't restrict yourself that I must be in one niche. Just keep trying your hands on the several sectors that you know you are good at. Create valuable content that will educate people, that will inform people, and that will entertain people, depending on where your interest is at. Do them, and then with time, until you hit that viral video, right? When you get to that point where one of your videos becomes viral, and then at that point, you know what your audience better resonate with. When you see that, okay, this is where the viral point is, then you may want to sit down and figure out the part and portion of your content that resonates better with your audience, if that makes sense. Point that makes people uneasy about content creating or starting their YouTube channel is the fact that, oh, no one knows me enough to want to watch my videos or my content or whatever it is that I put out there. Yeah, that may be true. That may actually be true because at this point, no one knows you yet, right? Emphasis on yet. That is because with time, people will begin to know you. They will begin to know you based on the content you put out there. So that should not be a factor that should deter you from coming out and then showcasing what you're good at. Keep at it with consistency, being a good and relatable personality. People will get to like you, people will get to know you, people will want to watch you, people will subscribe to your channel. And in no time, believe me, in no time, people that will know you would be plenty. And then people that don't know you will join in, you know. Even the people that know you before your content creating journey will have to join, and the people that you have built, the audience that you have amassed time by reason of your content creating. So don't stop yourself simply because people don't know you well enough to want to watch your content. Of course, we don't know you, and that's because you have not come out here, you have not presented us with something that is relatable, that we can actually use that to really get to know you. So help us to know you better and want to watch what you put out there for us. Oh no, I have to laugh. Another point or excuse that makes it difficult for people to start their content creating journey or to create their YouTube channel is the fact that the people that know me may laugh at me when they get to see my content out there. Bro, hey, sister, I have a question for you. These people that we're talking about, will they feed you daily? Will they come to your rescue should you fall into some kind of financial struggle? Will they be your constant source of income, like with no strings attached? If your answer to those questions are no, my brother, my sister, those people are not even as important as you think they are. Their laughter does not matter. If they want, they should laugh all they want to laugh. At the end of the day, when you start cashing out, that's what matters. Whether they laugh or they don't laugh, don't look at them. It's you that is attaching so much importance to people that are really not that important in your life. And their opinions does not really matter as far as your content creating journey is concern. So I think what you should be talking about and what you should be doing is to focus on yourself, to get better at what you are doing, to do it well, so that those people that you think will be laughing at you will come and join in the celebration and celebrate with you eventually if you fail not. Don't forget, I say if you fail not, because if you feel that they will be laughing at you, and because of that, you decide not to continue on this journey, they will definitely laugh at you. But when you keep at it and you keep pushing, they will join in the celebration because nobody wants to associate with failure. Everybody, in some way, have a way of wanting to associate with success. So, all you owe them is to be successful in this journey, and that will make them to look out for you, to search for your content, and then to keep watching the valued added content that you always put it out there for them. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know, does that make sense? Some people before starting out, right, before starting out, we are already worried about how long it will take for us, our pages, our content to get monetized, if at all. I have one advice. If you're setting out on this journey, come with the mindset that, okay, I am out to see what I can offer, right? If you offer good content that seem to educate people, to entertain them, or to inform them about certain things that are relatable to them, monetization will naturally follow. You will eventually get monetized because people will get glued to whatever it is that you're pushing out there. People will get glued to it. And once they become addicted to whatever it is that you are doing, it makes more sense to them. They keep returning to it. They keep consuming this content that you give with value, and then it turns out to become door for you. It becomes monetized. All it takes is patience, a relatable personality, consistency, and of course, valuable content that you push out there for people. Eventually, it will get monetized, and then the celebration continues. I hope this makes sense to everyone. These difficulties and challenges that we just talked about, I'd like you to know that it is not only you, it happens to even bigger content creators, bigger YouTubers. They faced it at some point in their journeys and somehow they got to overcome it. So it's not something that is not doable. It's doable. You can do it. I can do it. Everyone that is determined to get successful at this journey can actually do it. So I implore you to keep at it. If you are yet to start, this is about the time you start. I have uploaded a video that talked about why it's not a bad idea for you to start your YouTube channel in this 2025. If you haven't seen that already, this is the time to check it out and watch it. I wish us all the best in this journey. Thank you for sticking around. Definitely see you in my next one. Ciao.